Hello, welcome back to part 3 of our hooded baby sweater we've been working on for like around a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think. You should have all of your front done, your trim done, and you now have 2 sleeves. I'm hoping. I don't have both sleeves done yet. However, I'm going to go ahead and start part 3 of the video, and then I will add as I go. We're gonna start right here on the collar, right here at the top. Now here's where, if you wanted to, you could just start here at the collar with a single crochet. Now we added 3 rows of the trim, so where you're gonna start for the collar is inside. So these 3 rows here need 3 single crochets in the side of the row. You'll find that on both the left hand side and the right hand side. At this point, if you are doing just the collar, you could go and you could start at this point. I'm going to leave a tail about 7 inches at this point. You don't have to leave that tail if you're just doing the collar. If you're doing the hood, I am going to say leave the tail. So on the edge, you're going to start out with 3 singles in the side of your work from your rows below, and put 3 singles in the side like that. That's fine. That'll work. And then you're going to go right into your chains that you left on your beginning row, and you should have 50, let's see, 52 of them, I believe. Yes. So then you would have 58 single crochets total when you get done on the other side. When you do that for the collar, you could turn your work and you could come back with front post, back post, front post, back post, half double crochets, and finish off that collar and then end your work. If you're going to do the hood with me, then we are going to do something different at that point. So we will go all the way around here. And we're going to do a setup row like we have been with the rest of the pattern with the fans. And your hood will be the same as your fans. But first we're going to get around here. And it's supposed to start snowing again tonight. Now it's been raining. All of the snow has melted. And now it's going to rain for a little while, and then it's going to turn to snow, and I'm wondering if we're going to get 1 inch or 2 inches or what we're going to get. But it is already getting cold, and the wind is starting to blow. So that ought to be an interesting commute on Friday morning. I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but know that I'm taping it Thursday. after work. So I am excited about the fact that I can stay home tonight and work on this sweater, and I'm hoping to have it done. And what I'm going to do is periodically come in here, tape a couple minutes, and then hoping that I will finish the sweater and tape the last section and upload this probably Friday or Saturday. And then we can go on and make another one. I know, isn't it fun? I just love it. I have some orders that I need to fill, so what the heck, why not? I got 2 babies coming this year. Why not make a whole bunch of stuff that they can enjoy and fight over, and who wants what, right? I know one of them's going to be a little girl. I don't know what the other one is going to be yet, but I guess they're going to let us know. They did the first time, so I guess they're going to let us know what this one is going to be. Might not be too long before I find out, and I will let you all know. And I know there was a couple other girls in the group that had some grandchildren coming again this year. They had one last year, and now they're going to have another one this year too, just like I am. So that's kind of cool. I'm coming back around to the last 3 again. This is still one more right there. So then we'll do 3 to finish off. And now we will chain. I'm going to chain 1. No, I'm going to turn my work. I'm not going to chain 1. I'm going to turn my work for row 2. If you're doing the collar, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work and do front post, back post. But I'm not. I'm going to do this. I'm going to slip stitch into the first 5 and not use those first 5 as part of the hood. So that was 4 or 3. This is 4 and this is 5. So that is going to be left unworked, the first 5. Then we are going to chain 3 and skip 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make a fan in your first or your next stitch. So you're going to do 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. Now wait, no, not yet. Not yet. I'm sorry. I always got to read ahead. Why do I have to read ahead? All right, let me see. Chain 1 and turn. Row 2 is... Good Lord. Okay, yes, I am back. This is what I want to do. I want to just turn my work without chaining 1. And then I am going to be on the wrong side of my work. At this point, I want to slip stitch into the first 5, and I'm not going to use those. Those will be unworked stitches. And I did prefer the pattern that we were doing to be on the outside of my work. So I changed the pattern up, and I have been changing it up, and I forgot that I wanted to do it again. So this is not following the pattern, not the one that I'm following. I have changed it. So you want to do your setup row of your fans now. So these first 5 stitches will not be worked. They will be left. You will chain 3 like we did when we were doing fans. We will skip the first 3, which is 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th we'll make a fan. And if I'm wrong, when we get to the end, I will just fix it and I will just make it work. At this point, your fan was 2 doubles, a chain 1, and 2 doubles. And you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and do another fan. Going to work all the way across your stitches for 11 fans. And I got to tell you a story about what day it is. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. It is January 13th. 2, 3, and then the 4th, do a fan. And that is my daughter's birthday. I had my beautiful mini-me on January the 13th in a huge snowstorm. I may have told you this story before, but what I want to say is, again, it is telling me that it is going to start snowing. It's Thursday the day before, so it would not surprise me one bit, because every year on the 13th of January, we have some kind of weather alert, whether it be an icy road condition or a snowstorm or something. We do every year. I can remember when she was younger. Mom, we got to cancel again. She used to hate it. Now she's learned that the whole week long is part of the party, and you can go out on Friday or Saturday or Sunday or whatever and have a good time, and you don't care if it's the exact day, right? So yeah, we're going out Saturday night together and take her out to eat and have a good time. Yeah, it should be fun, as it usually is. She is 24 this year. She was born in 1999, and it's always been special to me that she was born at that specific year. So I am getting close, but I'm not quite there yet. I got a couple more to do. But now you are going to just work in your patterns, the pattern 2-row pattern that we have been doing before, whether we repeat the fans and just work in the fans. So when you get to the end, you will turn your work and chain 3. But at that point, I will show you, we are going to leave the 5 stitches unworked when we get there. 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th. So we want to do 11 fans. One, 2, 3, and in the 4th. Now, if I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that back out, and I'm going to go ahead and skip 4 instead of 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 5th one, I'm going to put it instead, because, like I said, sometimes she had you count the first one as 1 to skip, and sometimes she didn't. So now I get to the end and find out I should have not counted it. So there's your last 5. You're going to leave those unworked. You're going to chain 3. No, wait. Let me read what she says to do. All right, let me read here. Skip 3 and 1 double crochet. Okay, all right, so we will do it this way. Skip 3 and 1 double crochet, not a fan, because we should have had 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and skip 4 instead of 3. If you count the right amount of skips here instead of the way I did it, which I counted this one because that's what we did in the past, 1, 2, 3. If you skip 1, 2, 3, you will come out right. Because I didn't, I skipped 4. Okay, so then the last 5 you leave unworked. You will chain 3, and on this side, which is the correct outside edge, you will do your pattern stitch where you go double crochet around the second the second double crochet in your fan, do a V-stitch in your fan, and the wind is blowing, and then do around the next double crochet, and that is your fan on the outside. You'll continue to do the pattern rows for a total of 18 rows. So I'm going to do this 9 times. These 2 rows 9 times. So you'll have 18 of these fan rows. And I will meet you back at the end of the hood after we do this 9 times. 18 rows of shells. All right. Okay. So I will meet you back then. Talk to you soon. Okay, I'm back. I've done all my 9 sets. So 18 rows of my hood. At this point, you will end with the right side row and your last set here of your shells on the I call it the textured row. At that time, you want to fold your item so that this is on the inside. So we're working on the inside of your sweater, so our join for the top of the hood will be on our inside. So what you want to do is you want to match up your shells. And so if you want, go ahead and start with the edge. So your two outside double crochets, we'll just go ahead and make a loop in the chain at the top and just make a loop and just leave it there. So then we want to match up our actual shells. So I'm going to go into each one of these and just draw through a loop. So slip stitch your top of your shells together. That's it. Just do that all the way along and match everything up, the chains and the doubles. And just keep going all the way across. Just keep watching that you are actually in the same stitches across on the other side. I'm so excited it's almost done. Can't wait to take a picture and send it to the lady who ordered it. And I also can't wait to go back to my purple one because I want to do that too. And I set it down and I have not touched it. So that is exciting. I think that the purple one is going to be saved for one of the babies in my family. So we'll see. We'll see. See, now, I think I just went off my edge. I did not go into the right one on there. Oh, no, I got it. I'm back. I'm back to the right one. Izzy's telling me Dad is downstairs working on his car, and his race car. That is a electric, the battery operated radio control RC car. And he's down there and she's up here, and that's not right. She doesn't like that. When you come to the end, just plan on cutting your yarn and weaving in that end, and that'll be your inside of your work. So you will turn your hood out like that, and then we are going to join. Now I left an end on this last when we started. You can either use that to sew in the ends later or do it again, leave another end. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do an edging. We'll leave a little bit of a long edge there to use to sew in. So we're going to start right in the edge of your hood. So on your long chain 3 side, you're going to single crochet 2 and then 1 and then 2. Just keep going along the edge, 2, wherever you think it really needs one. So 2, 2, all single crochets all the way around to the other side. And again, we will do the same border on this hood as we did on this side. We'll do half double crochets, and we will do front post, back post. So half double crochet front post, back post, half double crochets. We'll just do them all around the hood, and we'll do 2 rows. So it will all match. So that is the last part of the hood. Now what I think I will do is I will continue to do that off camera. And then when you get your 3 rows completed, you will take this edge and you use this and sew those 2 edges together. So this is going to stick up like this. You're going to sew those 2 edges together at the end on both sides. So you're going to end up with needing something to sew it together with on this side. And that will be that part. Now the other part is sewing on some buttons. So if you take your front of your sweater and meet them together, then pick a couple places to put a button, like so, and then just sew it there, and then afterwards just find a spot to stick it into that, like that. That will be where it meets up on the other side. And then just count down 1, 2, 3, 4 and put another one. And I think I'm going to put 3 on here. And that will be the end of this sweater. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a free pattern. I'm sure that some of you have figured out which one it is. I did change a couple of things to suit me, and so therefore I'm not going to bother saying that it is someone else's, because it's not either one. It was just my interpretation of a free pattern that I tried to use, and that's why it is fun to do somebody else's pattern and do it together. All right, that's all there is to it. And I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Take a moment out of each day and be creative. Bye-bye for now.